don't worry. I know it's too early for any real gamers to actually be up and awake unless you stayed up from last night gaming. That's the only way. No, but good morning, guys. I'm actually on the way to my job right now, and like I kind of committed to last week, when I can and when it's reasonable, when I have like these 15 kind of 20-minute moments between when I leave my house and go to work, I want to spend that kind of talking with you guys. And I was even thinking about, right, like kind of a name for it, because you always got to have a name, especially if it's like TV, right? Since it's Moonkid TV, got to have a name and a title for every series. So since I'm driving to work, it's very cold, I thought, what better idea to have for a name than Morning Meditations. It's very on brand for me, if you will, because I think the morning time is really the time where we get to set the tone for the day. And a lot of times, like if you're like me, waking up is it is a task. It is a how do I say this? Like sometimes I wake up and it's just like it's just so difficult to kind of put myself here. And I think that at times just even the act of having to wake up and go somewhere can set the tone of the day in a way where you become aggressive or you become like upset, right? And that happens to me, where it's like I wake up, I know I got to go somewhere, I immediately start off the day upset. And this was something that I kind of learned in my early 20s, that you're basically the conductor of your experience. You're the one that's going to be making sure things happen as good as they can for you. And as you grow up, that's kind of like you look to adults to do that for you. You look to your parents, you look to your mom and dad, you look to other people to kind of curate experiences for you. We look to media and entertainment, we look to like all these things. But that was why I thought this morning, I was like, yo, let me start doing these like 10-15 minute morning meditations with y'all, because I realized that although it's common for me to do like meditations and think and like pray, it's not common for everyone else, and that's okay. Like you don't have to acclimate or assimilate to this, but this is how I kind of like, when I wake up in the morning, I ask myself, like, where am I at? Like, how am I feeling? And like, for instance, this morning I was feeling very heavy. Like I was feeling very like not like sad, but like some people who just live life, you know what I'm talking about. You just wake up heavy, you're like, and being able to address that and like ask myself, like, what kind of tone of the day do I want to have today? And I know that for me, like, some people think that meditation is like you have to be like you have to be like some like monk in the mountains. Like that's not really what meditation is. Meditation is just the act of intentionally going about your thoughts. What up, Luke? 100 XP for joining the stream. Drop a like if you know what I mean. Hope you're doing all right, but if you're not, that's all right. We just have a little amount of time before I go to work, and I've been thinking about starting this new segment here where I just take like that time to do some like morning meditations, talk about, what's the intentionality for the day. And I was even just talking about how meditation kind of is looked at as like this like big, like imagine a white room. Like it's not really like that. It's meditation can be the act of doing anything that allows you to stop thinking. Like meditation could actually it could be like for me, like driving actually is kind of meditation, because I don't really like, I think about what I'm doing. Like obviously I got my eyes on the road type thing, got my seatbelt on, but like it's kind of a meditation for me. It's a way for me to kind of like tune out of the constant stream of thought that's going on in here. And that's why I think it's so important, like in the morning, like I said earlier, you set the tone for your day. You set the tone for your life. What up, brother? 100 XP. Good to see you, man. Always good to see you, bro. Don't worry, y'all. I got my eyes on the road here. Don't worry. I'm not being unsafe. But like I was saying, like you're the one that sets the tone. Think about it. Like even if external things happen, right? Like, let's say this morning I woke up, I got to go to work. I would much rather wake up and play video games and like stream and hang out with y'all. But that's the thing, is I could choose to feel negative about like my reality, or I could choose to have the type of day where I'm like, yo, you know what? I got a job, I got a roof over my head. It's super cold. I'm thankful I got clothes. You know what I'm saying? I could be grateful, and I could hit the day with a sense of gratitude. So that's kind of the meditation I'm on. You know, and just so y'all know, obviously, since I'm driving, I'm not really going to be reading chat as much. But if you join in right now, good morning, or whatever time zone you're in. I hope you're having a good day. Like I said, I'm focusing on the road. You feel me? I'm on my way to work, but I just felt like, you know, we could kind of start doing these morning meditations together, for whoever kind of is into it. And I know I'm usually doing like gaming stuff, but like just for the 10-15 minutes right before work, you know, it's like, why not just kind of share the mind and heart a little bit. But like I was saying, you know, I could have woken up this morning and been like just mad that I had to wake up and go to work, but I could be grateful that I have an opportunity to work towards something else. And for that, I mean, like, for me, I'm really intentional on this year. Like, I really want to be able to make it happen, you know, with the YouTube thing, and to retire the wifey. You know what I'm saying? You miss W driver. So I'm sorry, I just saw it real quick. Nah, but hey, you know, I got you though, bro. Like, I feel like I miss the IRL streams too. Like, that's kind of that's one reason why I'm like, yo, let me put a title on it. Let me put a title on it, because once I put a title on it, then I'll be committed to actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? I need titles. I'm a visionary. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the IRL streams are really going to be coming back in the forms of these morning meditations, because that's how I was feeling this morning, and I wanted to share that with you in case anybody else is feeling that way. Like, you're feeling heaviness, you're like, damn, I really wish, you know, I could do this thing. Like, let's say you're waking up this morning, you're like, bro, I really wish I could do the streaming thing. Like, I really wish I could do. All you got to do is start something and use your time and use whatever you're doing as a job as a platform to get to your next platform. Like, that's what I did last year, bro. Like, at this time last year, I'm pretty sure literally this exact time last year I was monetized. And, you know, obviously it's not an easy path. Once you get monetized, it's not like, you know, smooth sailing. You just, you know, all right, like, you know, different people do it different ways. But I think that, like, if you're in a place where you're telling yourself, man, I really wish I was somewhere else, you have the opportunity, as long as you're alive and breathing, to work towards that. You could, and I'm not saying like don't be, like, you can be upset about stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can wake up and if your life really does suck, bro, like, it's all right to kind of, like, it's cathartic to be like, like, you just let out, like, man, this sucks. Like, that's all right. But the purpose of meditation is to intentionally kind of put yourself in a place of not just experiencing what's happening to you. Like, if life is just a series of how you feel in relation to what's happening to you, you're gonna have a really shitty time. You're gonna have a really hard time. You're gonna have a hard go at things. I'm just letting you know right now. And when I pray, when I meditate, when I'm like, yo, God, like, yeah, get me right, it's like, it's an intentional choice to say, I'm not in a place where I want to be, so I'm going to envision the attitude or the feeling or the life that I want to be in and try to become that person. And like, for me, I just realized this morning, it's like, man, I have so much to be thankful for. Like, when I got in my car this morning, yo, it's so, like, you see I got gloves on, bro, like, it's so cold. And I really thought, I was like, yo, there's really, like, I got homies still that are homeless. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I could be, I'm up here waking up, oh man, I wish this, I wish that. There's people waking up that's like, man, I wish I had a house. And for me, that's like, that meditation keeps me like humbled, right? It keeps me like honest, instead of just being like, oh, I wish I had 1 million subscribers. And this is like, nah, bro, people really woke up this morning being like, I wish I had a house. I wish I had a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just trying to, bro said words of the homeless. Nah, but for real, shout out to the dudes that really be holding it down. Like, they be homeless surviving winters, bro. And like we got like iPhones, you know what I'm saying? Like we're good, bro. Like we're doing all right, you know. And I'm not saying like you have to be complacent. None of what I'm saying, do not think that I'm saying be complacent. What I am saying is be thankful for your placement as you ascend to greatness, because there's no place you're ever gonna be that's gonna be good enough. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna get to a place of like fame or like money. And I'm telling you, yo, I was making so much money like when I was 27. When I was 27, bro, I had a job that genuinely had me making like bankroll, dude. Like I was genuinely making a lot of money, bro. And I was so depressed. I was depressed, bro. I was like, I was tweaking, bro. I hated my life. And there was even a point in my life where I had pretty much whatever like woman that I wanted, right? Was super depressed though. And like, bro, that's why I'm the way that I am, is because I've been in different like stages of life where I've like had a lot. I've been in stages of life where like I was like homeless for a short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've been at the scale of like having whatever you want to like not being able to access the things you need, right? So like between all that, my peace genuinely for me has been my relationship with God. Like if I didn't have my relationship with God cooked, I would be absolutely cooked. But that's what I'm saying. I've made a lot of money. I've been like almost homeless and all that. Between all of that, what kept me sane was not like the things that I had or like it was nothing external. It was an internal thing, right? So like that's kind of why like meditation is important, prayer is important, and just anything where you can kind of get out of like your head for a little bit is really important. And that's even why like when I started this channel, bro, Gamer Therapy, that was the very first live stream I ever did. Gamer Therapy. I was playing Amazing Spider-Man. I don't think it was the second one. No, it was the first one, because the second one hadn't been released yet. But I was playing the first Spider-Man because my idea was that meditation and therapy doesn't just have to be in the context of an office or a monastery. It can actually be in the context of things like video games. It can be in the context of things like conversations between homies. And if we just open up the space to be less, like we're so restrictive about like what we can talk about. It's like, oh, if you a gamer, you can only be funny. Like, what? Like why? like yes, like we could be funny and we make funny stuff, but like why is it that we act like we can only be a certain way? You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of why I even really started this channel in the first place. You know, I'm grateful that it's gotten to any level of success that it has gotten to, because bro, like I don't plan anything, bro. I just be doing stuff. And also, much love to everybody joining y'all. I'm obviously driving, so I can't really read. Like I'm not gonna be like reading y'all's chat like while I'm driving. That's dangerous. But no, I'm just on my way to work, and I figured I'd do a little meditation. You feel me? Just kind of getting the thoughts out, talking about how I'm feeling, how I've been able to navigate my own mind space, because it's important, y'all. Like the mind, like life is lived internally. Like it might be viewed externally, but everything you experience is because it's in here first. So you gotta lock in here low key, and you gotta be able to like meditate. I pray personally, and part of my prayers are meditation. It's not just to like be like, oh God, give me stuff. Sometimes it's literally like, yo, like I'm not okay, right? And I need to center myself. I need to like, kind of refocus, redirect my attention. And whether that be my attention to the fact that there's people who have it worse than me, number one, like people who are homeless, whether it's directing my attention to, like, bro, sometimes we be complaining about our lives and then we forget that we're the ones that control our lives. Like when you're younger, it doesn't feel that way, but the older you get, like when you're an adult, really all an adult means is like you're now responsible for you. Like, it's up to you now. Like, nobody else is gonna curate this experience for you except for you. And if your experience is bad, it's not, I promise you, like, a lot of times, yes, there are shitty things that happen and like shitty things that people do, yes. But I promise you when I say this, most of your shitty experience is actually your fault. Most of your inability to have a good experience in life, a lot of people won't tell you this. Your ability to have a good experience in your life is like 95% up to you. 5% of the time, yes, shitty things happen, people die, and that is a part of the mourning process and the process of life. We have to be cool with that. But most of the time, bro, experience is up to you. But listen, y'all, I love y'all. I just got to work. We got to unload the truck, so I can't sit and be like, yo. I love y'all. Have a fantastic, spectacular, amazing rest of your day. I will see y'all later. Hopefully, maybe I'll be able to play some games later, but if not, y'all gonna see me this weekend. But like I said, I love y'all. Y'all have a fantastic day. Be kind to yourselves. Be excellent to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next morning meditation. Peace.